Someone is burning up. Mhm. So they're going to attack him. Juice explosion. Okay. They have no idea what these guys are going to do next. They're going to take over the other train. I knew it's only a matter of time before things escalate. Soy! Nailed him. Is this is this the food they collected from the other guys? Hmm. Hmm. This is going to be the 20th revolution. They need to look out for that. Ooh. That big guy packs a wallet. You- Gas? He turned on the freezer. and it's not affecting them. It seems like he didn't feel it. Mm. Her daughter is a pilot on this ship, the engineer. I don't like the sound of this. It seems like Kevin will not stop Wilford from doing what he wants to do. Look at the height of the snow, though. Like it is insane. Lions are dead. It seems like it's freezing. It. Whoo! The heat is gone. Is she gonna do it? Something is beeping. She did it. So they can no longer disconnect. You really should know that he is not happy about that in any way, shape, or form. The long Cold War. Hmm. Deserts of snow. All right, guys, there you have it. It is actually interesting um, to see the very first episode of season two and to see how things are evolving. And not just that, to see how the characters are developing in their own way. New situation, new development. And like I said in the beginning, this season two, we can say that it is the continuation on where 2013 movie left off, right? It is simply the continuation because on the 2013 um, movie, the revolution did happen, but that was where the movie ended. You know, we didn't see any continuation or any sequel. Excuse me. There was no sequel on the continuation of 2013 Snowpiercer. So so as it stands, Melanie got Wilford. They are stuck together now. He has no choice but to play along. He will never be able to get rid of uh the tail or the other ship or the other train. But what he can do is if he wants to mess with them, if you want to fuck with them a bit, he can just switch off the electricity on the other ship. But then again, based on what happened towards the end, anything he does to that ship, it will also affect his ship. So if he disengages the electricity or the heat, it will also affect his train, I believe, right? Because that was what happened. Once they blew up that thing that connected the train, right? That it was because they were trying to separate, but Melanie planted a bomb. So when her daughter pushed the button, it detonated, forcing the connection to stay intact, right? Or she killed the wiring or whatever. So the other train is not going anywhere, and Wilford doesn't like that because he wants to take over the train by any means necessary. If they're not going to surrender willingly, he tried to leave them there by the time they get back, probably in a year, because the train goes around the whole world, right? He stops at a place or he goes through a place once a year. By the time they get back, they will be dead, you know. So he tried to leave them there, but that didn't work. Now they're all stuck together. What is Wilford going to cook up again? Because all he wants is to take charge, both his train and the other train, to keep them in, to put them where he wanted, to organize things the way he wants, at least to stop them from revolting again, right? It seems like the 28th revolution didn't happen because the people on the other train wanted to take over Wilford's train, right? And if they had done that, Wilford will have no choice but to obey everything that they said. Leighton, on the other hand, his decision has been made. They're going for it. But Ruth, in the end, she kind of, you know, she kind of, let's just say that she decided to work or to align herself with Snowpiercer people, right? Because she was all for Wilford, Wilford, Wilford. Towards the ending of season one, she was doing anything to make sure that they will make contact with Wilford, because she believed that Wilford would definitely save her and save everybody, because people on Snowpiercer has gone cuckoo. The revolution has killed a lot of people. She doesn't want the Tails to overtake the whole thing, right? So she was going and ruling for Wilford to come in and take charge of the train. But as things continues to progress, she is now finding out that Wilford doesn't give a crap about any of them. All he wants them to do is to put them in line and for them to obey everything he says. And if they do not obey, he will kill all of them. But now that this has happened, I look forward to see how the next episode is going to be. Like, what is Wilford going to do next? Because as it stands, he is stuck with them. And Alex, on the other hand, Wilfred is mad at Melanie for stealing his ship and putting himself in charge of everybody else. But Melanie, although she put herself in charge, but she manipulated everyone on Snowpiercer to think that Wilfred is the one that is in charge, that has taken over, like that is in charge. And that was the reason why people, even though there were other revolution, but it was very handled, right? It was handled properly. The 19th revolution is the only revolution that was successful, simply because people found out that Wilfred is no longer wasn't on board on the ship or on the train. So that intensified their will to fight, you know. So now that they've reunited, Alex is mad at her mother for leaving her behind and stealing the train and putting herself in charge. And the bigotry, the animosity is still there. She's still mad at Melanie. And Melanie is trying to explain to her that she didn't mean to leave her there, that it was just because. And if she thinks that Wilfred saved her for her own good, Wilfred only saved her for his own good. Well, on the next episodes or episodes to come, we will get to see why Wilfred saved Alex. And not only did he save Alex, he made sure that Alex would be very close to him, give her a solid job that will, so that he can keep a close eye on her, and which he did. That monster guy that turned on the snow, not the snow, the freezing liquid mechanism, right? He wasn't infected, or it didn't affect him in any way, shape, or form. Others were getting their behind freezed, but it didn't affect him. Maybe his body or whatever, they did some experimental procedures on him. Those two doctors I say that they've been cooked up in that lab for so long, so you can rest assured know that those two can do weird and terrifying things because I'm sure they were the one that made that huge guy the way he is. But let me know what you guys think on the comment box, and on that note, continue to stay safe, stay classy, and keep on keeping on.